Hello everyone! Today I'm going to talk about the Carpenter. Note that this video will contain spoilers, so if you wish to explore the world of Aska on your own, now is the time to turn off this video. Still here? Good, let's go. So we got ourselves the metal worker, and the last important add-on is the Carpenter, so let's get that built as well. Here you can see why I recommend making the iron axe first. In order to finish building the Carpenter, we need hardwood logs and long sticks. So without the axe, we wouldn't be able to finish building the Carpenter. As you can see, chugging down 2 birch trees will give us enough logs and long sticks to finish building the Carpenter. And it's finished. So let's take a look at what we have here. We have a Carpenter buck and a Carpenter horse. We have storage for long sticks and for logs. Then we have long, small and large carpentry storage. The Carpenter can process hardwood into 4 different items. The buck takes care of 2 and the horse takes care of the other 2. Both of these will have 1 item made out of long sticks and 1 out of logs. Let's open the crafting menu at the buck first. Here we can see that we can make wood shafts and wood planks. In order to process these, we will need to have an iron axe. Now there are 2 different ways you can make sure to have resources to start crafting. You either place the hardwood in the long stick and log storage, which will then show you here that we have items in storage to be crafted with, or you bring it yourself and put it directly on the buck with R. You can see that you either can pick up this wood with E, or you can press down on Q to start processing it. With our amazing iron axe, we are going to process this long stick into wood shafts. Now, when they are made, you can pick them up directly from here. If you don't pick up the items you made, the workshop person will do it for you. Now let's move over to the horse. We open the crafting menu and can see that here we make wood posts and wood beams. To be able to craft them, we need a draw knife. If you remember, I did say that a draw knife should be the second thing you craft, exactly for this reason. I am going to show you how this process works. After selecting the item to craft, you will need to hop on and then start stripping the bark with Q. Just like with the bloomery and the metal worker, after it stops taking damage, you know it's time to rotate. You will notice that bark starts flying to the ground while you're doing this. When you are done, you will automatically get dismounted. Over time, you will notice that you have more and more bark lying around in the Carpenter. So it is useful to have a warehouse that collects it. If you start swimming with bark, you can decide to harvest it for fiber, or later you will be able to use it in the upgraded coal maker to make coal. This early in the game, I will only have 1 worker dealing with carpentry, but later you can double the amount of work being done by setting up the tasks properly. Since we have the buck and horse, if you tell your workers to do the items from one of them, 2 workers can craft carpentry items at the same time. It will require a lot of hardwood for them to be occupied, so my recommendation is to have a warehouse storage next to the workshop. This is how that would look. Ursula has been tasked with making the 2 items made on the horse, while Andorra has been tasked with making the items from the buck. As mentioned before, your warehouse workers will try to steal the hardwood logs and long sticks from the carpentry inventory. So it's wise to blacklist the wood warehouse and have a separate warehouse for processed wood. That way, the warehouse workers can take out your planks, beams, etc., but no one can steal the raw materials. Now when we have built the Carpenter, we have unlocked a lot of new upgrades and buildings. The most important ones we find in the building menu category 6, and it's the woodcutter, stonecutter, gatherer, fisherman, and hunter house. Upgrading our gathering buildings will increase the amount of workers who can work there and improve their storage. On a side note, if you upgrade your hunter house, they will now have room for leather, so giving them an iron knife will get you leather in no time to make much better gear. Then in category 7, we can now make the workshop house. And lastly, in category 13, we now can make the cart. The cart is an upgrade from the sled where you can store more items and it also moves faster. My recommendation is to upgrade and build these first. We also have some other things that have been unlocked. In category 7, we now can upgrade our farm, cooking hut, and bloomery. The improved farm will get you an extra crop field and let you grow sticks and thatch. The cooking house will unlock tier 4 food and the bloomery will get increased capacity. And in the housing, we can make the longhouse. The longhouse, even though costly, will home more villagers and have a higher multiplier. Apart from that, we now have unlocked the boat builder, which you should build next to the sea in order for your fishermen to catch better fish, and the upgraded walls. If you're into making walls, the best walls have now been unlocked. You have also unlocked the improved barracks, which will let your warriors train up till skill 100. This concludes my walk through the Carpenter. Thank you for watching.